Whenever kids, tell me when you're ready, Henry Winter. You ready, Henry Winter?
Brett.
Oh yeah.
Brett.
Yeah.
Henry Winter was born ready.
You go. Fabulous.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
And when Yearlock weren't bothered, Henry Winter was holding down this desk. Carried Sid's.
Carrying Sydney P.
Carried Sydney P
Sydney
to
P
a
on the MIC.
to a commentary.
On the commentary. Right, okay, let's go.
It's a relaxed start, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Good evening,
started?
everybody.
You know he'll use it.
Oh wait, no.
Oi, you two. Oi.
He'll definitely use it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Friday Night
fine?
Show, Winter.
Are we fine?
It's the Friday Night Showdown
Definitely.
pre-show, and Henry Winter is here at the desk once again.
Which camera are we on? There's
We're
only
on
one
the big
today,
one
isn't
up
there?
Yeah.
Henry Winter is back,
Yeah.
bringing the looks to the commentary table once more. Listen, you know how we've had this pandemic for 2 years?
Yeah.
What about the epidemic we've had here of morons? We're talking Persian Empire. Who was this Chris Castle joke?
Oh, don't even get me started.
Who was that clown?
Oh, he is a clown and a half.
He was wearing sunglasses inside, Brett.
I know who does that. A clown is right to describe Chris Castle. Honestly.
Said he's not scared of Henry Winter. I heard that.
Maybe he should
met
be.
him yet?
Maybe he should be.
Well, no, he's avoided me, which I think proves the opposite is true.
We are live at the Friday Night Showdown pre-show at the UK Wrestling Arena here in Batley. We are how many days away from WrestleBration are we now?
8?
We're into single digits, Shelby.
Yeah, 8 days away.
Wow.
Is it only 8 days?
It's literally, yeah.
It's a week tomorrow.
Can you Adam and Eve it? It is literally a week tomorrow.
Quiet night for me, I think. Nothing on.
No, you're going to join us. Are you?
Might just be on commentary. Nothing
Yeah.
on ever.
Join us at the desk. Unfortunately, I know otherwise. I know that you have got something on that evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The man molehill.
Molehill, not a mountain, right?
What was the Himalayas one?
The inhuman Himalayas.
There you go.
So you've had your issues, shall we say?
I haven't had any issues.
Well, he's had the issue with everybody that he can find, including you.
He's a grumpy sod, isn't he?
He is, isn't he? What's happened to
Absolutely.
him? It's not the Andrew Jepson I've known for countless years.
It's not the Andrew Jepson I've known for countless years.
He seems to have an issue with everything and everybody. He turned on you. He attacked his old partner, Billy O'Keefe.
You have a personal history with Jepson, don't you, Winter? So what is...
More than a personal history with
What's the
Jepson.
situation? What is happening?
This is a guy. I think the term brother gets used in wrestling an awful lot. But like, this is a guy whose wedding I was at.
Yeah.
This is a guy who our kids played together. We spend Christmases and New Year's together.
Yeah.
We fall around skate parks pretending that we're still young enough to skateboard together. This is a guy who like. It's a very personal relationship.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry to ruin this for people. That original collective was very much the same back there as it was out here. We were very much a family unit, and Jeps and I have always sort of stayed together. And for him to decide now that suddenly things are my fault seems...
Why now? He's blaming you for everything. He's calling you selfish. He's calling you soft. I mean...
How do we feel about being soft?
Yeah,
Yeah, listen, Jepson's 6'4", he's strong, he's a freak athlete.
Yeah.
But what he isn't is a former hardcore champion. What he hasn't done is bled in that ring for a championship. He's bust his ass and he's worked hard and he's won titles and he's earned each and every one of them. But we're talking about a completely different ball game.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at a year ago where it took a guy like Mustafa Khan to keep Winter down for 3.
Yeah.
And we know what Mustafa's gone and done since that.
He's, in my opinion, he's made a mistake, and I'm going to prove it to him next week. In 8 days, apparently.
Yeah,
8 days.
just 8 days till WrestleBration, the biggest show of the year, right here on July 30th. But that's not all. Not your match withstanding. We have so much coming up at WrestleBration.
It's so much, in fact, that on our way into the building today, we were handed a sheet.
Yes, literally.
Of all of the things that are coming up.
We have an 8-page sheet here of all the things for WrestleBration.
Well, I've only got one. I've only got a one.
You only need to know about your match, really. That one match is enough for you, I'm sure. But we know that there is going to be absolutely loads of stuff at WrestleBration, including, if you saw Friday Night Showdown last week, did you see it, Henry Winter?
I saw the beginning of it, and then
the end, though?
I remained concussed for a part of it, didn't I?
On the ceiling for the rest of
The end where Mustafa Khan came out once again and said, look, everybody wants a shot at me, but I've beaten them all, there's nobody left. Out comes Jonathan Cedric, who's not allowed to challenge for this title at this point.
No, I mean, listen. I watched the show back as a former assistant general manager.
Yes.
It's difficult not to enjoy the absolute swerve and curveball that Red Brocco played when he pointed out that Mustafa Khan himself was begging for anyone.
So he got anyone, you know, no matter who it was, and the result was that Cedric beat him fair and square, 1-2-3, and has now earned himself a championship match at Resurrection.
I will say that confused in my own living room watching this back.
Yeah.
I thought that match last Friday was for the title.
Oh, right, no.
And when the pin happened,
did you lose your mind?
I was wearing my Jonathan Cedric pyjamas, so I leapt up onto the sofa. I had cardboard UKW Heavyweight Championship, and
which he does have. I have
we were playing. I was screaming at the kids that Cedric was the new champ again.
It was just to get a shot.
It was just for an opportunity. But I mean, it's a prequel. He's going to do the same again. Kick his head off, take the title.
Well, is it
but
be
we
that
do
simple?
have to remember that Jonathan Cedric winning that match last week meant that this is not only his first match at WrestleMania 13.
No, it's his second.
He has 2 matches on the card.
It's a small matter of what he's got to do before that, isn't there?
He's also got a history of that.
What, doing 2 matches at once? Yeah, we know this.
He's done 2 matches at WrestleMania before.
He has, yeah. But now he's got to, this match that he's also got to start the show next week, it's like, hang on a minute, it's with your son.
Well, former son.
Well, yeah, if you've listened to... Joe Cedric did a podcast this week and said he didn't need a dad anymore.
Oh, with Robbie Rapid?
Yeah, good old Steve.
Yeah.
He didn't want a dad anymore. He wanted to distance himself from having a dad, if you can believe this.
Well, he's got a new dad, the bloke with a bowling ball for a head.
Oh, Mustafa.
Bald, big bald himself.
But there's trouble in paradise.
No, you see, I think what was happening there was that Mustafa Khan let Duncan know that he was Joe's new mum, and Duncan thought that there were co-dads.
If you saw when the camera stopped rolling last week, they carried on.
Yeah.
We wrapped the show up.
No confirmation.
No, we'd wrapped the show up last week that the Persian Empire had a little bit of a lover's tiff in the ring. Mustafa was obviously very frustrated that he just got his head battered with a chair and lost.
No, come on, Brett, accurate. Mustafa Khan had battered his own head with a chair.
Okay, with the ropes and everything, But he was frustrated with his own team, and he looked like he was blaming the Persian Empire for that loss. It'll be interesting to see if there's any animosity within the Persian Empire. Here's
the thing, if I'm Mustafa Khan, I'm keeping old Funky Donkey on side as long as I can.
I'd want to keep him on side. You have seen the size of him.
I have seen the size of him.
I wouldn't want him as an enemy.
He's a big boy.
Exactly.
That elephant makes me look like Billy O'Keefe.
I wouldn't want Big Duncan on the opposite side of the ring to me at all. So yeah, like you said, that's a really good point.
The problem with Big Duncan is he's never quite on the opposite side of the ring to me. He's usually...
he's halfway up. Yeah, I know,
yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't want him on an opposing side. So is there trouble in paradise with the Persian Goon Squad?
I don't think it's paradise, is it?
No.
It might have been for them.
It might have been for them at one point.
But again, looking to WrestleMania 13, the Persian Goon Squad have a match for those tag team championships.
They do, and we know they have to now face a very focused, a very determined J-Ro Lewis and Cerebral Steve for those tag team titles.
Can we just wind it back a touch, though, to the Jonathan Joe match? Because I think it's worth mentioning, because we talked about this a lot when it was Johan Wolfboy that was letting the side down. Joe Cedric, the only non-champion.
Correct.
In the Persian
It's been that way for a while. What have we called him? Placeholder Cedric or something?
Placeholder Cedric.
Old Joey Flip-Flops.
Yeah.
Far too concerned with that he wants kisses and cuddles before bedtime from Daddy, and not concerned enough with earning back the Genesis title that Cliff took from him.
Indeed.
That's very true.
And Cliff has his own battle at WrestleMania against the mountain that is Jacob Reed, the very imposing
the
Jacob
tallest
Reed.
Can of iron brew in the country.
He really is. A tall man. And he gets his shot at the Genesis Championship next week. A part of WrestleMania 13, can you believe it? 13.
I heard a rumour about Jacob Reed.
Did you? What was
that? Jacob Princess Reed.
JPR.
That his head is actually reversible.
Is it?
You can you can have it on either way. It can be short-haired with a long beard, or long-haired with the long beard.
We just have to address that if Jacob Princess Reed is what we're calling him, he will be JPR 2.0.
We've already said that we had JPR versus JPR, didn't we?
What?
And it was all the original JPR's idea that, he wanted that match to be JPR against JPR.
But speaking of the original JPR, we've not heard anything from him this week.
But I hear the rumour mill is running rampant. I hear that we are going to hear from JPR tonight.
Interesting.
Yep.
Not by telephone, not by video chat. He's just going to shout loudly from wherever he is.
We will
very likely still hear him.
The other side of the Humber Bridge. We may be able to hear him. But JPR is addressing his situation. The rumour is he has a very good idea who it was that attacked him backstage a few weeks ago and caused him to be out of action for several weeks.
Have we got any speculation? Who do you think?
No, I've got no idea.
Well, I thought it was you, I'm not going to lie.
You thought it was Henry Winter?
Because there was a collective t-shirt that was placed on top of
I've not looked at a collective t-shirt since I had my arm shattered in January.
That's true.
Also, I would like to think if I was going to hit someone with a weapon, I'd break the back with it, never mind.
You wouldn't do it from behind.
Slightly impair them.
You wouldn't do it in a mask and in an outfit.
That's my boy.
No.
Could have been Jepson.
Well, at this point, it could have been. Apparently, I heard JPR does have an idea who it was, and we may well find out tonight who JPR believes was the one to take him out.
I heard a rumour it was young Horus, but he was about the size of one of the legs of the bloke that did it.
Yeah, that would literally be right. Young Horus still hasn't won a match, by the way. You must bring that up. I know, shaking your head.
Surprises me deeply.
It's the most infamous streak in the whole of UKW for all the wrong reasons. Young Horus still hasn't won a match. But last week, he got what he wanted. He wants Big Bad Bishop at WrestleBration. He's got the attention of the now former around the clock champion Bishop by costing him that belt.
See, that's an angry man that he's stoked.
Yep.
Why?
What is Horus thinking, if he is thinking? Why would you want to make Bishop angry?
It's like approaching a wildfire and throwing a petrol bomb at it.
Don't do it, but he has. And Bishop was like, right, if that's the case, you want me. Well, it's on next week.
The jump that he did from the stage to ringside last week was enough for me to run a mile.
Bishop
leapt.
He leapt.
From
the leap on this guy is incredible.
All the way to the floor.
He might look like a, like a
I was surprised that he didn't, to be fair.
But the stipulation is, though, if Horus doesn't win next week, what happens, Shelby?
Horus loses. If he doesn't win, or if he does win?
If he doesn't win.
If he doesn't win, he loses his mask, right?
That seems dangerous. Do we know how unattractive this boy is?
No, we don't.
We
haven't seen him.
Seems like a risk, doesn't it?
But, I mean, it's dangerous.
We could get lucky, and he's handsome. We could get vastly unlucky.
Handsome Horus.
And he's got a face for radio.
That's me. Hence why I did radio for such a long time. But,
I think you're attractive. Right, I heard a fan wolf whistle at you last week.
I heard, was it for Shelby or was it for me?
It was definitely for you, because it was me that did it.
There we go. I have got the face for radio, though. So yes, WrestleBration, 8 nights away. What else have we talked about? Yeah, Cliff Harrison and Jacob Reed, the tag team title match.
Yeah, I interrupted you, apologies.
Yeah, the tag team title match, which is Cerebral Steve and J-Ro Lewis against the Persian Empire.
I'm going to cut you off again, Brett, because I actually have an announcement for WrestleBration.
Yes, I forgot about us. You're a special guest,
just
so you are the one.
Cut him off every time.
No, but this is worth cutting me off for, because you get to make a very special announcement.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how I've looked into this. Apparently, this idea of wishing things into truth is an actual thing, and for some reason I am still assistant general manager of WrestleBration.
Okay, well, channeling that.
The announcement on my one sheet, but very important sheet.
Yeah, it's the most important announcement on the pre-show.
The Dream Ticket contract match.
Yes, is not just any match, is it?
Well, it's not. It's a guaranteed championship if you play cards, right? Isn't
it? But it's still not only that.
Let's be honest. We've got, what is it now, 4 men announced.
Yep.
For that already, 2 more to be confirmed, I believe.
Which I believe that will happen tonight.
One of those matches is tonight.
One of those matches is tonight.
Yeah.
So the rumour mill had been ladder match. That's what we had last year.
Yep.
Ladder match, reach up, grab the contract, makes perfect sense.
But we've already got a table of ladders and chairs match.
So we don't need another ladder match.
So what do we do?
What have we got, Winter?
We can announce officially now it's a let me at 'em match.
A what?
Which means the guys and gals in that match will be handcuffed to the ring posts and at timed intervals released from those handcuffs to enter the match.
So 2 people start the match, the other ones are going to be, like you said, handcuffed to the ring post and then they get let me have them, literally.
So many wrinkles to it. These people are close enough by to get involved if you get near them. They're close enough by for you to hit them if you decide to. There's the two in the ring. I tell you what, it'll be a nightmare to commentate on. So good luck with that, Brett.
Thanks for that, pal.
Yeah, good luck, Brett. I don't think I'm going to be on there.
Thanks so much.
Shelby's going to take up a position over there. Just
that's what's going to happen next week at Restoration. Let me have them.
Let me at them.
Let me at them. There we go. Let me at them. Very Yorkshire talk, that, isn't it? Let me at them.
So am I right in saying that match, the dream ticket could be won before all 6 people?
Yeah, hang on. Because isn't it like the
first pinfall?
Yeah, first decision in the match.
Why would you ask me a question just as you see me eat one of my sweets that I brought you? Listen,
you do bring gifts when you come to commentary. I will let you.
My understanding is that the order of the card is as yet undecided.
Oh, the order of the card's not been decided.
The UKW booking committee, because we've had this issue very recently when both J-Ro Lewis and Cayman Carlisle and Jonathan Cedric had an opportunity to become the first Grand Slam champion. So I believe what will happen is a lot of the matches will be put into a specific order.
Just reminded me about something there. By the way, that Let Me At 'Em match, it's elimination.
It is.
So it's, it's going to come down to 1-on-1 at the end.
So
there will be one winner to that match, and they will have to earn it.
But as you say, wherever that ends up on the card, we've got to assume that the championship match will be on at the very end.
You would assume so.
So at the very least, whoever wins this may have, and we can all see a world where Jonathan Cedric and Mustafa Khan kill each other in the middle of the ring.
Exactly.
Funky Donkey and the Brat Pack don't come to make the save.
And it's
easy pickings for whoever's just picked up a dream contract.
You mentioned there, though, you touched on it, the television champion, Cayman Carlisle. We must get to this before we finish the pre-show in a moment, but Cayman Carlisle and Paul Hubris are in the same building tonight.
They're here.
So
both of them are here.
I saw Paul arrive. I think he has brought a translator with him so we can understand what he's saying this evening.
Yeah, I saw
there will be subtitles.
Well, that confrontation is tonight on Friday Night Showdown. Cannot wait to see what happens when Paul Hubris, the Essential, and Cayman Carlisle meet face-to-face in the ring ahead of their TLC match next week at WrestleBration. Unbelievable. Henry Winter, you're staying with us, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're staying.
I might as well.
You're staying.
I haven't bought a ticket, and it looks like the standing room only.
I know,
so I might as well keep this seat.
There's loads of people in here. We're going to get them to make some noise. We're back for Friday Night Showdown very soon. Stay with us. We'll be right back.